Tim with us. You're on the Real Estate Show.
You're kind of a jump on that
introduction,
you know.
I'm trying to move along.
You're done, you know.
There's the old theatrical term.
God,
you got to push it on
him all morning.
I know. That's
move it along.
Okay,
well, let's pretend. All right, we come back.
Good morning, John.
Good day, everybody. It just sets the whole tone for the show.
I think it sounded better when you tore into him.
Yeah.
There you go.
Good morning, everyone. This is John Wells. Dan Bathurst, and this is Simeon Proffit.
Simeon Proffit.
Pleased to see you. Have you here.
Very good. Now, is Proffit an adopted name? Did you turn that around when you got in business?
The real name is Proffeta.
Proffeta.
Profeta. My father changed it when he came to California. He had an ex. He thought that was going to change things.
So he's hiding from the ex.
Yeah.
Basically.
I have half a family that still uses the name Proffeta.
Proffeta. Well,
Yeah.
I like that.
Well, it's Italian.
Is it Proffeta?
Proffeta, yeah.
Proffeta.
I have half brothers. They all use Proffeta, and my half uses Proffit.
Oh, all right. So now when we need to get through to Simeon, we know the code.
The code, Proffeta.
Mr. Proffeta there, please.
Yes, there he is.
Actually, I never thought about it. That would be a good new name to throw in when I need
Yes,
a
it would.
code name. Nobody's going to mess with a Proffeta, right?
No, they're not gonna. They're not gonna even think that.
No.
They have an offer for you. Yeah. Now, Simeon, you've been in real estate for a little while, but before that, are you from California originally?
Born in New York,
Born in New York.
and I have been in California all my life.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Very good. So where at before you Big Bear?
San Gabriel Valley. We were in business there in the San Bernardino County area and all over LA. And then let's see, when was it? In 1990, I married Dana. She introduced me to the mountains. And that's how we ended up being here. And then I was driving back and forth. She was up here doing real estate, and the rest is history. And then we ended up moving here.
So she got you into real estate.
Yeah, pretty much.
In your background, I know you do a lot of charity work and stuff, and you've always got coats and jackets and things. Where's that come from?
Well, I was in the coat business for 30 years down in San Bernardino. We used to manufacture women's clothing for all the major stores. Guess, J.C. Penney. Back then there was Broadway, there was Macy's, and then Nordstrom's. At the end, I was exclusively working for Nordstrom's.
No?
So when I came up to Big Bear and people would ask me, well, can you donate something? I would donate 15, 20 coats here, 15, 20 coats there. And so that kind of stuck on me, right? So after I closed the business down, they were still asking me for coats. So I had to use my resources to go out and get them, right? So now it's pretty much, it's gone. I mean, other than
Now you're collecting. Now you're still giving them away, though.
well, I still gave them away. We gave about 700 jackets to the school district, where I go to L.A., make deals with people. They give them to me, and we donate them.
No, very nice. Very nice.
Trying to help people.
Here, I still thought you had a little finger in the business.
Well, I do. I help a friend of mine. I do a little bit of pricing with him, but I'm pretty much totally out of it. Totally out of the coat business. Now I just buy stuff.
And give it away.
I just buy stuff, yeah.
Well, that's very nice. I see you at all the charities, the fundraisers and everything, and you guys are always involved in the community to a very large extent.
Well, we try to be. We try to give back. I've always believed if you give, you receive. So it works.
Yeah.
I think it really works.
And before we get into real estate, you've also done a stint in the restaurant business.
The restaurant business, we try. Yeah, you had to bring that up. Yeah. Actually, we opened up Cafe Mambo.
Yes.
Which I still think was a great concept.
Yeah, it was.
Just had a crook for a partner.
Not to finger anybody here,
Yeah,
but
not to
watch out for
mention-
those Italians, man. That's from Proffeta.
Great concept. Ended up Robert, who is now working at the Knickerbocker Mansion, stayed with me. Great chef and great guy. He helped me. But finally, at the end, we said, we don't want to be in a restaurant business. I mean, it's
a
like
hard
this.
business. Hard business.
It's like this.
Yes.
I mean, we got enough good restaurants with the Peppercorn and Gus and Nancy and all these people, Dave Stone doing what they're doing.
Right.
I mean, we have some great places to go here,
we do.
and people should support them.
Yes. Speaking of support, you're also very involved in politics and the city and stuff. Well, at least you always have an opinion.
Yeah, well, it is what it is, right?
That's what it is. There you go. That's perfect.
But every time we have an opportunity to talk, you're always out in the local businesses. You spend a lot of time here locally doing a lot of things for the community. And I just wanted to take an opportunity and say thanks for doing that.
Thank you.
You know, you're
Very appreciative for that.
very involved in the community. Okay, so Dana got you involved in real estate.
Yeah.
How long has she been doing real estate?
Dana's been in Big Bear probably 35 years.
Oh my.
Yeah, so when Dana first came here with her other life, they were very involved in real estate and developing here in Big Bear. She actually built Snow Lake Lodge.
Oh my.
Her and her ex built Snow Lake Lodge. So she was very involved in real estate. And then when we hooked up and got married, then she got involved. Very smart woman, by the way. She's an airplane pilot. She flies a plane. You know, she's done aerobic classes. I mean, she was very involved with a lot of different things. Very smart businesswoman. So we hooked up and she got involved with my business and started a rolling boutique, which we were driving all around Southern California and doing very well with it.
Interesting.
But then finally she said, you know what, this is hard. You know, we're living in Big Bear.
Right.
We do a show in LA, it takes us 5 hours to drive home. So at that point she says, that's it, I'm gonna stop doing this. Went to see Tim Wood, who is a friend of ours, and said, I would like to sell real estate. And then she originally started out with Tim Wood, started working with Tim.
As so
And
many
then,
people.
yeah, and Tim and I became very good friends, and we have been friends ever since I've been here in Big Bear.
Yeah, very good.
Yeah.
So, you know, you've been are you franchise holder?
Yeah.
For
Yeah.
Remax?
Right.
For a while now.
Yeah, for about 3 years now.
Okay. And you opened the office in the village, or was that already there? Tell us
No,
a little bit about
the
what your
office
business
in the
is about.
village was already there. John was already there, and it just was part of the deal. You know, it was part of the whole package.
Okay.
The village, the main, and Moonridge Road. So we really didn't add any offices. We just closed one and moved it into Coldwell
Because
Banker.
you moved with the Remax office that was out by the storage units here, by the sheriff's department.
Right.
basically.
We
Down-
moved
down
there.
the boulevard a little bit.
We bought the building. We bought the building on Big Bear Boulevard,
Right next door to Sonora Cantina.
which,
Country
by the
Club.
way, great neighbors.
Yeah.
Great neighbors.
Oh, yeah.
Another place that we need to support. Those guys.
They are amazing.
They're amazing people. If I go to her and I need something, can you get it? She's ready to write me a check. So, I mean, just great people.
Great fundraisers
Yeah.
if you ever have.
Yeah,
any.
Maria and
Yeah,
Gabriel,
all
great
very
people.
Fantastic people.
So you've got that office there. How many agents in that office?
In that office, there's about 20 agents. You got the Bob team, you know, and you've got, let's see, who's there? Bob, Izzy.
Bob Angelella.
Yeah, Bob, Izzy, Tina Smith, Mark Poster, Susan McCarty. I mean, there's, you know.
You got about 20 of them
Yeah,
there.
yeah.
Okay. And you recently moved your Moonridge office. where you
Moonridge
had
office
there.
moved into with Tim Wood,
Which was Caldwell Banker.
Coldwell Banker.
Everybody thought that somebody was going to pick up that franchise, but nobody stepped up.
Well, when Tim came to us, and everybody thinks he retired. He didn't retire. He is still involved, but he's involved with the Tim Wood Group.
Right.
So the Tim Wood Group stayed with us, in which we're really happy. I love the Tim Wood Group.
Right.
I love their energy, and I love them as individuals.
Been around forever doing
Yeah,
a lot
been
of
around.
business.
And, yeah, they're all doing good.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So how many
So-
agents in that office now do you know?
Oh God.
It's hard to keep track, isn't it?
No.
January seems to be a big shift area. You've got January, and then again in June or July, agents seem to move around a little bit.
Well, there's probably 25, 30 people in that building now. And then,
Tyler's basically going to keep his group together and
Exactly.
and continue. He didn't really want to get into being an owner or a manager or anything like that. He
Yeah.
wanted to just be with
That's-
his family and have a life.
yeah, It's okay for me and Dana to have no life, but
I was going to say, I understand that very well.
Well, we've got two owners here of offices, and being an owner is nowhere near what being an agent's all about.
No, you're basically a babysitter for the most part, and watching over all your little chickens, and you know, you do your best to keep everybody happy, and that's pretty much what your life evolves around, I'd say, wouldn't you?
just try to be involved, try to do what you can in the community. You don't want to keep your name out there. You want people to know that it's not just about making money, but it's about helping people and being able to go out there and do stuff. So we're happy to be with the Tim Wood Group because they think the same way,
Right.
and that's why I like being with them.
Is that, and they're still handling the lighthouse project and all
They're
of that
still
as
involved
well,
in
so
that,
that's
and
great.
you go there for anything. Say, I'm doing this, they write a check. I'm going to do it, write a check. And so I think it's a great merger and a great marriage.
Yeah, I think you guys are going to do well.
Yeah.
And a good location. And then, so what was the outcome with the other building?
Well, the outcome of the other building
Now we're talking
upstairs
about the one
on
on Moonridge Road. I don't know what the address is. Moonridge Road.
The end.
On the Moonridge building, which is at the last building at the end, right by the parking lots for Bear Mountain.
On the east side of Moonridge.
We have escrow there. They're going to stay on the second,
okay.
on the top floor.
Right.
So we took over the other escrow, so now we have a big escrow company. So they're going to occupy the whole top floor. And then downstairs we have about 10 empty offices, and we've already started renting them. We have a vacation rental company in one that does, the name of the company is called something vacation. So and
I'll
it's,
mention that.
yeah, it's all, yeah. So I don't want to say that. It's all over. They got 1,400 houses.
Oh, nice.
And they're just breaking in the Big Bear. We also have Brian with the insurance company. Brian,
Yeah.
you know what I'm talking about?
Brian Walker.
Yeah, he has an office there now. We're talking about a mortgage company coming in there. And we've got 3 or 4 other people. So if we get that all rented out, and then if a person needs a place to have an office meeting at night, it could be used for that.
So you have like a conference room.
A conference room. We have a nice conference room. There's chairs there. I mean, you could have a meeting with 40, 50 people there.
And it does not need to be necessarily real estate oriented. I mean, everything
Well,
you've got in there so far seems to be real estate.
Yeah, but it can't be another real estate company.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, even if a second homeowner wants to have an office,
So you have office suites
we have the computers there. We have we're going to have a full-time secretary at the front desk.
Very nice.
So whoever wants to rent there would know that they have a person at the front desk all the time, 5 days a week.
That comes in
And
handy.
you'll
Yeah.
basically, you can rent an office for a day, or can you?
Or you
like
can
that
go
for
in
the-
there, if you want to spend a day there, we're going to have a desk set up for a day desk where you
Yeah,
can go in there.
awesome.
We have the scanner there. We have everything is there for an office.
Very nice.
Everything stayed there. We just moved from there to the other office.
Yeah, very nice.
Yeah.
I had an attorney that used to come from down the hill because he did so much up here. He just needed a location.
Once in a while to sit
he
down
didn't
and
want
do, yeah.
He didn't need an office. He just needed, a building. He just needed a location to meet his clients and then leave. So
Yeah.
that would probably be
Well, we're hoping to attract it. That's what we're hoping for. So
That's
we're
what
going to
you
be
do nowadays.
pushing that hard.
How would somebody get in touch with you to find out more about the suites?
909-866-6161. That will go to the Remax office.
866-6161.
61, right.
Okay, very good. And before we go to commercial break, tell us a little bit about Remax. Why would somebody want to go to work for Remax?
Well, why would they want to go to Remax? First of all,
Well, here's your opportunity to do your recruiting speech.
no. First of all, I personally think real estate is about individuals and how they run their businesses. It doesn't. I think the brand is great. We're getting ready to go to Vegas for our annual Vegas deal. We're taking about 17, 18 agents with us. It gives us the time to socialize with them. Dan and I are about
Family.
about trying to make it like a big
Italian
family.
thing.
Well, I don't know, and the voice goes with the Italian.
Prophetic, yeah.
So, why would they want to come to Remax? I think it's a good place to be. I think we have great admin people working there, and I'm not going to say what I do personally because people will think I'm nuts. So we go the extra mile, more than the extra mile, and we make ourselves available at all times.
And you're a nationally known, and you get a lot of good TV recognition
Yeah,
out there.
they do quite a TV ad. Yeah.
You know, so do you look mostly for experienced agents? You don't do any training or taking on beginners, or what is your preference?
Well, we just recently cut a deal with Dennis Thomas to do some training.
Right.
So we are going to be able to do that. And we're going to set up something in the office.
And you'll have an in-house
Yes.
trainer.
Yeah, and I think he's a pretty good guy to have.
He's a great guy.
For those of you that don't know,
he just left me to come to you. No.
Dennis Thomas works with First Tuesday, which is a online and book school for getting your real estate license and your renewals and that sort of thing. And Dennis is one of the very last of personal people that do it live. Everything else is online, and Dennis is one of the last people that's been kind of grandfathered into doing it live, so we're very lucky to have somebody here. Now, he's not just Remax.
No.
If someone wants to get a renewal license.
Yeah, exactly.
But what he's going to do for them
independently
is he has his own. He has his own program that he's establishing that Dennis is going to help follow up with the agents, give them coaching, basically.
Right.
Am I correct?
Exactly.
That's basically
Exactly.
what you're gonna do, which is
For the ones that want it, the ones that think they need it.
Yeah.
As you well know, a lot of them don't need it.
They're all legends in their own mind.
No, I'm fine. I know all about the new
No,
84
I think-
forms.
I think for the young agents coming in that want to learn from someone that's been down the road, great guy to deal with.
Yeah.
And we had a good conversation about that, and I endorsed that move. I thought that was good for him. He didn't really want to do real estate anyway, so this is his love, and you're giving him a great opportunity to get involved in that. And I think that's a good shot for him. You know, he can still travel and do his thing, so I think that'll work out really well. And he is very good with people. You know, so he'll work well with everybody.
Oh, I think so.
To everyone.
He's kind of shy and retiring.
Yeah.
If you have any questions whatsoever, get in touch with Simeon Proffit. That is 909-866-6161. We'll be back in just a minute and talk about money in the real estate market. Don't go anywhere.
I mean.
The Big Bear Municipal Water District would like to remind everyone the dangers of walking on lake ice. Not only can this cost you your life and jeopardize the safety of rescuers, but it can also cost you a $500 fine. If you see anyone walking on lake ice, please call 911. Please stay off lake ice. Remember, it is against the law, will cost you money, and certainly could cost you your life. This has been a public service announcement from the Big Bear Municipal Water District.
Welcome back.
Oh, there we go.
There you go. I thought I'd throw it in there. I knew you were going to do that to me, so.
So you guys,
I'm not stupid.
so you guys went from Abbott and Costello to the Three Stooges.
I don't
We
know.
do it well, don't
kinda
we?
resemble that
You
remark.
fit right in here.
Yeah. What the-
We're with Simeon
Quite the
Proffit, franchise owner for Remax, and a bunch of other stuff. You've had your finger in a variety of pies. You must have a big family.
Yeah.
And it's keep growing, right?
It's called No Brains.
Yeah, very good. One of the biggest factors affecting real estate, and last year we closed roughly 70% of our deals that went into escrow ended up closing, and the biggest kicker on that is financing. We're still having issues with financing. I was reading an article yesterday that Texas, which has been kind of the darling of the real estate market here for the last couple of years with prices going up and whatever, well, you know, on a national basis, and they have, just to show you how everything is tied together, due to the drop in gas prices.
Yay. That is
Okay.
awesome.
Yeah,
That's happening.
great thing. Refineries
You were
in
investing
Texas.
in oil, were you?
Refineries in Texas are starting to cut back. Their unemployment has gone up 15% in that industry, which takes Texas now to 5.6 unemployment. And because there's so many more people unemployed now, there are more houses that are not selling. People are dropping out of escrow. They're getting more foreclosures and whatnot. So the interest rates there have started to go up because they're not making as many loans.
Okay.
So they
Wherever that came from.
they basically have erased the last 5 years of price increases in Texas in the last 3 months.
So how are we doing in California?
There's not a lot of news on them coming out. Did my my CAR and my NAR surveys just yesterday.
Oh, took
But-
that out of the market for you.
Yes,
Well, last
ma'am.
year in conventional loans, we ended up with 651, and in cash it was 326. So
Wow.
a third of that is cash buyers. So the cash buyers are still alive and well out there, and they are pushing the market. We're
Yeah.
hoping with the lower interest rates now, just as Simeon was
Right.
talking about, and I mean they're at the bottom, but our big battle up here is inventory.
Right.
Yeah.
You know,
Right.
we just don't have the inventory.
What,
And
430 homes right now is all we got on the list.
and second home financing is a little tougher than the first round, the primary
Right.
home. So it does make it a little tougher on us. But the low inventory, and especially on the low end, we have a good amount of inventory on the higher end, wouldn't you say?
No, on the higher end, I think we're kind of dropping
We're hurting
off.
there
of-
too,
Yeah,
huh?
I think so.
Okay. Well, it's amazing, and we keep trying to tell people on this show all the time, if you're looking to sell your home, definitely get it on the market now.
Now's the time.
You know? When there's, you got that supply and demand thing going on,
Right.
and the supply and demand, when you've got a low inventory, the prices go up. It's the availability that causes that. Doesn't mean that we're having an economic boom or anything else. It just means that we need the inventory, and we need to stabilize on that. And so if you are looking, you know, I know that Simeon here is looking for more houses to put on the market. X is looking for more houses to put on the market. We need to get people to make a move here. You know, it's time to get into it. The market is doing very well. It seems like everything that's going out there right now is moving pretty quick. So.
Yeah.
And we have a call. You're live on the air. Good morning.
Hi, this is Noel. I'm Doc.
Hey, Noel.
I'm just enjoying the show a lot, and especially seeing Simeon Proffit on there because talk about a great charity giver and a great citizen of Big Bear. He does a lot of unseen things that are wonderful for our community, and I'm glad when I see him on the air because he's really a wonderful man.
Thank
Well,
you,
thank
Noel.
you for that.
And we agree.
Did you have a real estate question, Noel?
I've got a real estate question.
Fire away.
How many local real estate people are there living in Big Bear?
Local real estate
That's a good
agents in
question.
Big Bear.
Well,
Yeah.
we'll put it
How
this
many
way.
was there?
Right now, we have about 277 agents registered with our board, and that does not include the ones that are off the mountain. So,
And
I
how
would say,
many homes on the market?
432 as of yesterday
Wow,
morning.
that's low.
yeah.
So each person has about a home and a quarter that they can sell.
Exactly.
Yes, exactly. And our absorption rate on our inventory is about 3 months for the transactions that we're going to. Last year at this date, we had 56 closed. Right now, we're at 35 closed. We have 100 in pending, so let's assume we maintain our ratios and close 70% of those. So that puts us right at 100 closings and 400 in inventory. So we're going to blow through the remaining inventory in the next 3 months.
Pretty close.
We need a lot of inventory.
They're saying that's probably projected out to about 4 or 5 months. But
Yeah.
seriously, we do need the inventory. And we just keep pushing on that because you know, people have been hesitant for the last few years, thinking they're not going to get their money's worth out of their house. But because of the low inventory, those values have increased, and I think people should at least take the time to visit an agent and at least find out what the value of their home is.
And our average price per square foot's up about $20 a foot, and our median price for selling homes is up almost $80,000. So over last year, which was not exactly a banner year, but last year was a better year than the previous 5.
Yeah.
So you're thinking of listing there, Noel?
Yeah.
Oh, but I know that you guys over at Exit Realty, and I know your slogan, when you list your house with Exit Realty, you better be prepared to move fast.
Exactly. You're very kind.
So you have a wonderful, wonderful rest of the week, and again, it's a wonderful thing to see Simeon Proffit on stage there, and I wish the best to everyone who's listening, and call either Simeon or you guys and sell your house quickly.
There you go.
I'll sign off by saying, that's all, folks.
Thanks, Noel.
Take care, Noel.
And he brings up a very good point. We're down from 450 agents as our high in this board to 275 right now, and the slower market's having an impact on agents all across the country.
Well, of course it is.
Backing off, but no matter who it is, if it's Remax, Coldwell Banker, Exit, somebody, the value of having a professional involved in the process is
Very important. Very important.
beyond value.
Well, there's a lot of good companies here. They're all good, and
Yeah,
you
they are.
just pick the one you want to go with and go with it. Whether it be me, you guys,
Hey, it's
Keller Williams.
There's a lot of
there's
room
good
for
a-
everyone,
yeah, there-
you know?
Century 21. There's good agents. There's good agents out there.
Exactly.
And they're all, as you well know, they're all our friends. So whoever you go with, maybe one of us will sell it. So it
Right.
doesn't have to be us. We could still sell that house.
Yes.
Yeah,
So
people
let's
don't.
get-
I believe that people don't understand that. You know
Yeah.
that realistically, we are such a small community, and believe it or not, we all gather at the same watering hole, and we all socialize together. We do a lot of things together. We are very
Party
supportive.
together.
We party together. You got the Cantry project that everybody got involved with, and to support this community that raised $34,000 to give food to the needy. It's just an amazing community, and one of the big things that we really want to focus on this year, and I'm glad you're here to hear this, being very involved in the board and knowing that what we're trying to do now as the board, years ago the board was a huge entity and recognized in the community, and that's something that we need, and we're going to work very hard this year to get that recognition back, to get more involved as the association. So I appreciate the fact that all the things that you do, this is, it's going to lean on guys like us to step up and support that, but we do need the recognition because real estate does so much for the community.
More for this community than people will even
They have
imagine.
no idea. They have no idea. And
Well, every time a home sells, a couple of our local banks have had commercials on, for every dollar you spend here, it spends 7 times before it actually leaves the hill or something.
Right.
So every dollar that comes in. And when a home sells, if you think about it, when was the last time you bought a home? Anybody? And what did you do over the next couple of years?
Work on the
You
home.
bought new shower curtains. You bought paint. You had a deck at it. I mean, the impact
It helps the community.
yes,
happens
yes.
is massive. It's just huge.
But people, they need to know more about our involvement in the community. We have
Right.
a lot of things that we do that are just behind the scene, and realtors are very conscientious of their daily life. We're out in the community, we're traveling around, we're almost like senior patrol. We look in every neighborhood, we see what's going on everywhere. We're very up on all the information. So it's we have a fantastic input to what happens in the communities. And besides that, those people that are out there that want to do their for sale by owners and do their own thing, the legal side of what we do to our board to protect you and to protect ourselves is absolutely amazing. The new laws, you have no idea how we fight for what's right for all of our people in the community and throughout California. CAR is an amazing program, and the input that we do just in June alone, when we go to the Capitol building and we converge
The
on them
impact
for
on the
4 days,
legislature.
5 days, and we are in their face about the bills that we think are the right bills for the people, and we fight for that. We are one of the largest entities that come to the Capitol building to support legislation and to get it right. And we do this every year, and the agents are basically the ones that pay for that through their cost of business program for $150 that they shell out just to protect the community and to protect the investment that you make in your home.
Well, and
That's my speech for the day.
Well, and one of the
Would you
one
agree?
Of the, primary lines
totally agree.
in our pledge is to protect the individual rights of property ownership.
Right.
And you have no idea how often that's attacked by our government, by our legislature. I mean, right now in front of the National Congress is another bill to eliminate the tax deductions for mortgage interest.
Yeah.
Ooh,
And
that's
the
a
thing
huge
that,
one.
the thing that most people don't understand is year after year after year we fight these battles. You know, last year it was the big ones were the immigrant and the being able to attach your home, put a lien on your home for mowing your lawn, and they can go up to $50,000, and they don't have to file, they don't have to reason. Well, we shot that bill down, and we were very adamant about this situation, and we actually got them to pass on that one, you know. But we had through all of our foreclosures and short sales, we had a lot of people that were coming in, and they were what do you call them when they just come in and move into your house?
Squatters.
Squatters, yes. We had a squatters bill. There was never a law against that, so they could never do anything about
Yeah.
it. You know, they could just ask them to leave, and if not, they had to actually
If you could
do
get
an
them to
eviction.
leave once they got
you had
in
to
there.
do an
Yeah.
eviction on them to get them out. Now it's against the law. We got that bill to go through, so it is now against the law. They can be arrested and hauled away. So those are the kind of things that we do behind the scenes that people just don't realize how important it is to us. You know.
Well, the one thing I would like to see, as we're talking about the board, I would like to see more people at some of these meetings we have.
Oh,
yes, absolutely.
I think
what
that's-
meetings are you referring to?
to the first of the month meeting, when you guys have the meeting at
Okay,
the
our breakfast?
the breakfast meeting.
Association, yes.
I think it would be good.
Well, I think the
mean, it's
venue,
getting better.
It is getting better, but when you figure that we have 300 agents and we only bank on about 60 or 70 coming in, you know, we need more. We need
Yeah.
input, and everybody needs to remain connected. So,
Yep.
Because you're working for them.
exactly.
Yeah.
And,
Yeah. You know,
and
a lot of
without
people
hearing
think
what's important, we don't know what to fight for.
A lot of people think agents are only in it for the commission, and of course, you know, it is a job. Everybody does that. But if you had any idea about how far your local realtors and the agencies and the boards go to protect your rights, you'd be amazed. Go to the National Association of Realtors, NAR.com, for more information about the bills and the things that are going on in real estate right now. And if you want to get in touch with Simeon, again, one more time, the phone number is
909-866-6161.
Remax. They're all over town. And if you wanted to get in touch with Dan Bathurst and have him tell you more about what he thinks, his number is
909-878-0522. And if you need Simeon and you can't reach him, call me and I'll get him for you.
There you go. There you go. We always know where he's at. The Profeta boys. So we know where they be. We got to go. We'll see you Friday with Nola and I.